Byron showed courage was family.
Probably that was his weak spot.
Yeah,
family.
Yeah.
Exactly, like
really cares about her. But he always says he doesn't care about
Weak
her.
spot.
But the truth is that he does.
No,
He does
in
care
the
about
beginning
him.
of the story, he said that he's growing up. That's why he's acting like that.
Yeah, like teenagers, you know, that they don't care to give them the punishment. Like, they just don't care.
That's why they send him to
It don't
Birmingham.
hurt them.
But the grandma.
He just really cares about his family. So, Byron.
But he doesn't want to show it because he thinks he's
since
cool.
he's called Daddy Cool, doesn't want to show Bobhead that he cares about his family.
Exactly.
Maybe that's why.
The way I see a Socratic seminar is that students are discussing a topic. It allows them to go in depth and to really discuss some of those inner workings of the text that they might not when they're just being asked comprehension questions. It gives the students a chance to discuss with one another, to build on each other's ideas, and I think most importantly, it shows them what an academic discussion is versus a fight or an argument, how they are used to arguing with each other. All of my students are ELD. Right now, about 2/3 of my class has been reclassified. The other third, I have like 2 beginning students, and then the other ones are around intermediate level. I have about 4 or 5 GATE students in the class as of now. I think this is going to be a great way for students to be able to discuss with each other. I know that's a big part of Common Core, citing textual evidence, as well as how a theme is conveyed through details in a text. And my goal for them to learn was to be able to use textual information in their discussion to provide evidence for their claims. We were reading the novel The Watsons Go to Birmingham, 1963, and that's actually a text that I just chose because it was so rich in many of the things. It has history and then just the themes overall. The kids can really relate and they love the book. We've been working with this book for, I would say, about 2 months. And the Socratic seminars I use randomly throughout, depending on what the topic is. If the students are very excited and I can see that they have questions and they're starting to question things, then we stop and we do a Socratic seminar because they already want to discuss, and that makes them more engaged and more apt to go on with the discussion and have a lot to say. What I'd like to do, like they say, why reinvent the wheel? So if I pick a book, I try to look for a teacher's guide that they might have online. So I found a good guide, and all it has is just a list of comprehension questions. And I use those to give me an idea. So if it's a question that's related to a good topic that I know it'll grab my students right away, I just change it a little bit. So I think the question for this one was just, how does Kenny display courage? So I thought, well, that was really good. But that's not really necessarily great for a discussion because there has to be differing opinions, and that was just going to be really just one right answer. So I changed it and just said, which character shows most courage? Because even they picked up on, well, she has too. She shows courage, he shows courage. So that allowed conversation.